I'm right out of college, and I have to call my parents and I say, "Oh, they're restructuring at my office. They don't want any more new guys on the block." That's not true. They needed my help, man. They wanted me to be a rising star, but I couldn't maintain
You weren't there.
the
Yeah.
minimum standards of a
Yeah, I've been there.
compliant person.
Oh, you talking about like getting in with the actual like family shit? Yeah, yeah. I've been there with my rich
Let
uncle. I
me,
fucked
let
that
me,
up.
but let me, okay, fine. So let me just keep going. So I'm just like story time. So like from there, of course, the way, what does it do? The addict mind, we got to cover our tracks, right? So what I do, call the mom and dad. Hey, look, I need to move back home from college. This job, this corporate America job, this accounting job I had didn't really work out. They're restructuring. The busy season's over with. They don't need my help.
Yeah, it
Hey,
was
can I?
temporary.
Yeah, can I move
Yeah.
here? But no, that's not what it was, man. They needed me. They wanted me. They signed me on for a signing bonus. They were looking at me as a long-term employee to be a rising star in their organization and move towards partnership. I couldn't meet minimum standards. So what I'm saying is, of course, my parents don't know the inner workings of what was happening at the job and that kind of thing. All I said was, "Hey, can I just move home? I need to reevaluate my after my college plan. I know I went to school for 5 years to be an accountant and do this stuff. Man, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. Come on home, sweetie." My father was a surgeon. He was a doctor.
I know.
And when I'm telling you, and then I'm also expressing myself as well, but like at the same time, like when I got back to home, remember, I've been gone for 5 years at this point, moved out at 18, did my thing. Now it's 22, 23. My girl left me. All the what I was doing didn't work
Same
out.
age.
Yeah.
I had to go back home. Same age right there. I swear to God, that's
Boom.
crazy
Trying
shit.
to move back home. But when they're inviting me back in, there's like the project. What is it? Prodigal son.
The
But
prodigal son has arrived.
yeah. But
The
they
prodigal
didn't even
son.
know I was the prodigal son at that point.
Oh,
They
that's
thought I
right.
was
Yeah.
the college grad coming home. They didn't know the extent because when I was in college, my addiction was actually out in the open. I was in my own place. I didn't have a problem with doing cocaine on my kitchen table with people around or drinking out in the open. Well, when I moved home, all of a sudden I had to adjust my behavioral and thing to go
Yeah.
underground and secret. So now
Yeah.
when that happened, dude, when that shift happened where my addiction had to go secret in an environment, because just recognizing that, I'd be like, I can't obviously just be blasted out in the open.
Yeah.
So it had to go to the evening times after they were done. Da da
Or
da. In the car.
I'll smoke a blunt in the woods.
Now
You know
the
what I'm saying?
okay.
And then-
Where I'm going with this is that in the psyche of an addict who doesn't really fully understand the level of their addiction, when they're able to just make their own decisions, do whatever they want, now they have to be proactive and try to be
Adapt.
adapt, and
Like
then
a
make
chameleon.
it, and then like a chameleon, and hide it. That now
You are
then.
a chameleon. You are. We're chameleons.
Okay, chameleon, fine. You want to be a chameleon, but then at that point, what does it do? It opens up new pathways of like sociopathy in the mind, because now I can strategically plan my lie around shit. And I never had to lie before, man. I didn't have to keep shit secret. Go.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like quitting smoking and starting dipping. Like you just like you're going from this one like wide open, I'm doing this or whatever. Now I'm dipping and like it's not as bad or whatever. But like you're secretly dipping. Like it's just you're not big smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like big cigarette going out with smoke.
Okay, I
like
see
you
where we're
start
going.
dipping, you can hide it a little
But
bit. I've done that. That's what I'm saying.
Fine.
It goes hand in hand.
Okay, so like you're saying, because in your mind you're like, "Hey, I'm dipping." They don't even know I'm dipping right now.
See it. Yeah,
They can't see
see
it. They can't. That was the issue with the pills, because when I went from alcohol, which was out in the open, where people could see it, smell it, and it went to pills. It's discreet. You can't really tell if you can keep it. The point of where I was going with this is that my parents I'm coming home because they think I just got a shaft job at work. My son just did great in college. Let him come on home. Let him get a job out here. He's doing great. It just shit happens. Shit happens in life. Da, da, da. We got you, son.
We've been here before.
Boom. Hey, and actually, while you're here, hey, you can work at my office too. I got you. I mean, I'm not going to pay you $100,000 a year, but I'll pay you. What a professional person who's an assistant at my office is. Well, guess what happens, man? I can't even show up on time. And you know how fast that wears a family? I'll be like, hey, what is this? My kid is like,
yeah.
So now we got nepotism. Now we got, and it starts to build that inner resistance and knowingness that they're enabling their kid. Because they didn't know the full extent. Slowly they started to become aware. And now they're like,
where are you getting it? Where are you getting it though?
Getting what?
Like, where are you getting it with the nepotism part?
Is that a lot of family members, parents who have kids who are in early recovery do nepotism and have no idea the extent of their kid's current level of addiction. And they are paying their kid money that they would pay another successful employee to support their addiction unknowingly. And that's the thing that broke my parents' heart. They were like, I can't do it anymore. You're out of the house because now I know I'm paying you to get into score when you're not even meeting the minimum. He's like, I wouldn't hire you. I would have fired you 6 months ago, man.
Parents are a big part. I really feel the enabling of parents. The best thing I told my mom that she did was right there at the end. I was already jammed up and all that shit. Like, you're not coming here. You're not going to my mom's. You're not You can call your fucking bylaw. I was like, I have no longer a scapegoat. And that's what kind of did it. And then I had to go through this shit. And yeah, the stipulation, but even if I had to go, it was just over whenever I seen it. I was just like, dang, it's come to this.
You drove your parents to the point of where they knew for a fact they were enabling your addiction, not empowering any kind of recovery. At first they didn't know I was in recovery. They knew I had dabbled and had my thing in the past. But see, in their mind, they're like,
but they turn a blind eye too. You notice that? Because my parents were cops, and I'm slick. You know what I'm saying? I knew I could smoke and then smoke a cigarette, and I'd take that, air my hands out, get the blunt smell off and all that on the way home, and even on the with Visine, all that shit. But come on, bro, they knew. Because I could tell still to this day when people come out of character, I'm like, do you take a pill or something? For real. I've asked them that, do you take or did you not take your medicine or some shit like that?
It might be the other way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
are you high or are you not high?